Hey, welcome back everybody, 6-Foot Hacks here. Got for you guys today another UU Showdown live, and this time I'm using a pretty fun team that I made around Superior, Scarfed Staraptor, and Calm Mind SLowbro, because SLowbro in UU and ORAS was an absolute monster. Of course it got moved up because in OU it was an absolute monster as well, so I kind of want to take advantage of SLowbro right now in the UU tier while it is still in this tier. So if you guys do enjoy the live, make sure to hit the like button down below. One like can definitely go a long way, and make sure to answer the question of the day, which should be on your screen. So yeah, we have Superior here with sub 3 attacks. I did originally have Leech Seed, but oh, okay, my bad. But I did originally have Leech Seed, but I found that Dragon types, if I didn't have Hidden Power Ice, were a bit of an issue, and if I didn't have Hidden Power Fire, then Scissor was kind of an issue. So I decided to go with Substitute Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, and HP Fire to be able to hit everything for neutral or super effective damage, which I'm pretty sure that I do hit everything. There's nothing that really comes to mind right now that I can't touch after Leaf Storm. So we have enough speed to outspeed everything up to Thunderous, and I'm pretty sure that if we did not have Hidden Power Fire, we could have just gone max speed, but then we would have just lost speed ties to other superiors that don't have Hidden Power Fire. So I decided just to take off a little bit of speed EVs and have enough to outspeed Thunderous. Of course, we have Adamant, Scarf, Reckless, Staraptor, which this thing hits like an absolute truck, man. I really like Staraptor right now. I think it's an absolute beast. And of course we have good old Calm Mind SLowbro, and actually I'm gonna put a little bit of speed creep on this SLowbro so we can outspeed opposing SLowbros if we do come down to it. Next up we have Spadef, Bulky, Scizor here, being able to be our defogger and our momentum gainer, as well as being another good U-turn. I couldn't find a good name for this. I don't know, man. We'll just make it Red Steel. I don't know. We'll just go with the generic. No, actually, no. I'm gonna keep the capital T. I'm gonna keep the capital T because we're just gonna go with that. Next off, we have Assault Vest Regal, which is actually really cool, man. This thing can definitely switch into a lot of special hits. Gives us a pseudo special defensive wall on the team to pair up with Scizor here, again forming a nice little Volt Turn core with Scizor and Staraptor. And then finally out, we have good old Nidoqueen here, rocking enough speed to outspeed Adamant, stealth rocking Mamoswine, because I have seen that around a bit. And then we have Ice Beam as our coverage move to be able to hit dragons again, mainly Dragonite, because Dragonite can be an absolute threat. So that's something that we'll definitely have to watch out. But yeah, guys, that is a quick run through of the team. So let's get this started. Alright, so we got the first matchup here, and this dude's team looks pretty interesting. Doesn't seem to have a stealth rocker outside of Mamoswine, so I don't quite want to lead with my Nidoqueen. I may end up leading off with Staraptor, because even if he is Scarfed Rotom, we can still outspeed him. I don't really want to lead off with Raikou because he could lead off with Mamo, and I don't want to lead off with my Scizor because he could lead off with the Rotom. So I really think that Staraptor is our best lead going into this matchup, as he does end up leading off with the Mamoswine. And I'm going to go straight for the U-turn, even if he does want to get up his rocks. That shouldn't be too big of an issue, as he... Jesus! Why'd that do so much damage? What? Hold up. That did so much. Hold on. Can I find out if he is adamant or not? Guys, I honestly do not know. We're gonna say that that was probably adamant damage, because that did a whole lot. Hold on. Ushard does 73 to 87, so maybe he is just Jolly. Okay, so yeah, he's got to be Jolly. Because if it was adamant, the minimum would have been 80%. So I should be able to just bring in my Scizor here and hopefully force him out. Although he could try and get up his rocks, I can also just bring in my SLowbro to try and Calm Mind. Because after one Calm Mind, he can't really do too much to me. Yeah, I think I'd rather just bring in SLowbro here. And if anything, we can force him into the Rotom or into the Magnezone. Not the Magnezone, but the Magneton. And then we can go from there, because we should be able to take this thing on 1v1. And after +1 Spadef, I'm pretty sure that Magneton cannot 2-hit KO SLowbro. If it does, and I can still just gain back some HP with lefties and go for another Calm Mind. As he ends up bringing in the Hariyama, is this really even an issue? Not really, because I can just go for another Calm Mind here. I'm just going to go for the knockoff. That's fine with me, because at +2 Spadef, we are in an even better scenario now. And to be on the safe side, I am going to go for the slack off, so I can be at full HP on whatever he decides to bring in, as he switches into the Decidueye. And actually, this could maybe go for the Spirit Shackle. That could be a little bit annoying, so I'm going to have to watch out for that, as he ends up going for the Swords Dance. Unfortunately, we don't quite knock him out there, Now the problem is, does he go for the Spirit Shackle or does he go for the Leaf Blade? I may just switch in the Scizor here. By switching the Scizor, we can just go for the U-turn. So it does kind of suck that we are not going to be able to go for the SLowbro sweep, but it shouldn't be that big of an issue, seeing as I can just safely Bullet Punch here, as he does make a good play into the Magneton. Now, this is a little bit bad, and I didn't want to go for the U-turn on the off chance that he did want to stay in and try to knock me out, but I can't really do anything to this Magneton. So I am unfortunately going to have to sack off Scizor here, allowing me to most likely just get a free switch in to my Nidoqueen, and this means I can go ahead and get up my rocks, which are going to help me in the long run of this match. I have been thinking about maybe running Nidoking over Nidoqueen, but I do like the extra little bulk that Nidoqueen has, as he does end up bringing back in the Staraptor. Honestly, this is not even a problem at this point, because much like I mentioned earlier, SLowbro can just basically calm mind up now and win. The Decidueye really is not even that big of an issue for us, and what I can do here is just safely go for the Scald without really having to risk anything. Like, he can bring in the Magneton, but does it really matter? Not really, as we do get off a solid chunk of damage. Now, the switch out is a little bit obvious, but it's really my best play to make. So here's hoping that he doesn't Volt Switch, as he does end up going for the Flash Cannon, and that's really good for us, seeing as now I should be able to just safely Shadow Ball, because I really want to say he's going to try and bring in the Mamoswine, and even if he doesn't, then we can just safely knock him out here with the Shadow Ball. So down goes the Magneton, which is really great. Shouts out if you get the nickname of Raikou. And that is one less thing that we now have to deal with. I feel like my head looks really big from this angle. My head's not this big, I swear. So in comes the Mamoswine. Now he can try to get up his rocks here. Do I still have use for Raikou? Raikou does switch into the Rotom, it switches into the Dodrio, and we can take on Dodrio if it's on Scarf. So I still kind of want to save Raikou, but I'm pretty sure that a Shadow Ball does not quite knock him out. Does 33 to 39%, so no, it will not finish him off, but we should be able to get a free switch back into SLowbro here, which he should not be able to 2-KO me, you know, unless he gets a crit. So that really sucks. Okay, another one does have a chance to finish us off, unfortunately. This actually really sucks because I need SLowbro. It's really the best mon in this matchup. Do I need William? I really don't see William doing much in this game. So I'm gonna switch out here, as he's gonna try to bring in the Decidueye, and this is actually really good for us because this just gives me a free Leaf Storm, and at 11% we will definitely be able to knock him out. So we get a free +2 in our special attack, and we are definitely very speedy. As he brings in the Hariyama, he most likely is just gonna go for the Fake Out plus the knockoff combo. So I could just switch back into SLowbro. Honestly, I lose nothing in doing so. If anything, we may give him a free switch into the Rotom, but that really is not that big of an issue once you really think about it. So close combat, absolutely doing 0 to us, which is really good, because what I can do here is most likely just go for the safe Scald, just to punish him, because I don't need to go for another slack off. And yeah, there was no way he was breaking through SLowbro, plus me having Nidoqueen and Raikou to check that Rotom. So let's go get another one. We got the next matchup here, and this dude's team is kind of interesting. I really want to say that Nidoqueen is our best lead. Actually, hold on. You know what? Hold on. See, I knew there was a reason why I should have had over 355 speed, and now I know why. Because of Lycanroc. Because of Lycanroc, I'm going to change up the speed on Superior. I completely forgot about that mon. So I kind of want to lead off with my Raikou. At the same time, I kind of want to lead off with my Scizor, because I'm expecting him to maybe lead off with Gliscor, and that way I can just U-turn. Although, actually, I really think that Scizor is probably our best lead, because even if it leads off with the Scizor, then we can just, not the Scizor, but the Gliscor, then we can U-turn. And if it leads off with the Lycanroc, we can just go for the Bullet Punch and then go from there. So yeah, I'm going to lead off with Scizor here, as he does end up leading off with the Gliscor, so this is really good. I should be able to just safely go for the U-turn. Worst case, I guess he goes for the Protect. Even then, it shouldn't be that big of an issue, as he ends up going for the U-turn. I mean, for the Stealth Rocks, those are going to be a little bit annoying, but shouldn't be too big of an issue. And I don't know if he's going to be running enough speed to outspeed something like Nidoqueen. I could try to bring in my Superior and go for the Leaf Storm. Then that way we'll be at +2, and then maybe we can weaken his Volcarona a bit. Maybe he's got Defog on this. I really was expecting him to have rocks on Lycanroc, but I should be able to defog on the Umbreon and on this Delmise, so I'm not really too worried about it. I don't want to bring in Slowbro because he can go for the Toxic. See, I don't want to bring in Nidoqueen and risk him being faster than me. That would actually be really, really bad. So I think just bringing in Superior here may be a good play. I think this is the safest play that we can do. So he's got to have Rocks, Earthquake, Toxic maybe? And then I wonder what his last move could be. I'm not too sure what his last move would be, honestly. And Volcarona looks like it's a huge issue to this squad, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. But I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm either way. We should be able to get off a good amount of damage as he actually switches into the Delmise, which is not that bad because we're at +2 now. And then we can see if he's got the lefties or not, which he doesn't. So he could be Assault Vest maybe. I have seen that before. And I want to say that just going for Leaf Storm is probably my better play because after Stab it is a little bit stronger than what Hidden Power Fire would be. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Storm here. Still get off a decent chunk of damage as he tries to go for the Shadow Claw, doing a really solid amount of damage. That actually did more than I was expecting. What? Okay. Yeah, I still want to say just going for Hidden Power Fire may not be the best move to do. Leaf Storm wouldn't be bad again, honestly. Yeah, I'm just going to go for another Leaf Storm. So we're at +6 now as he just barely survives. And he's going to go for the Anchor Shot as we are able to just barely live. I will be able to go for the Dragon Pulse here. And I was thinking about maybe going for the Substitute there. This is where I really need to get up my rocks because we would have been able to beat him 1v1 and been at a higher HP if we did get up our rocks. So I think this is my perfect chance to bring in my Nidoqueen here to get up my rocks, and I will be able to save Superior later for Death Fodder. So by getting up rocks, we should be able to deal with the Volcarona a little bit easier. He has no real safe switch-ins to my Staraptor as it is, so that's really good. And I almost want to stay in here. But why else would you switch directly into this? He probably did expect me to Earth Power though, so that does make some sense. Would it be worth bringing in Slowbro to maybe be Toxic? Because if I can keep Nidoqueen around, I can force him to switch in and out, and then we can also pressure this Primarina. I think it almost may be worth getting a Toxic on our Slowbro, because I don't really have a safe switch into this Gliscor as it is. So he is going to go for the safe EQ, doing 0 to us, which is really nice. It's really, really good. And yeah, I should be able to just go for the Scald here. I may actually go for a Calm Mind first off. This way we can be a little bit more of a threat. So he's got U-Turn, Earthquake, and Stealth Rocks. So his last move, maybe Defog or Toxic is what I'm expecting. So he's going to bring in this monster of a Mon here. If this is Specs, we're still going to take a good amount of damage from whatever he... What? Perish Song? I was not expecting that. Okay. So I did expect him to want to bring in the Umbreon here, and I know that I could have got the burn, but that was why I wanted to go for the Scald, because if I get burned, then he can't Toxic me, which is going to make Slowbro that much harder for him to beat 1v1 if he doesn't have the Toxic. So there is a chance that he may not even have Toxic on the Gliscor, which is really good to know, as I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to bring in my Scizor. Now, the only downside to this is that he could have gone for the Wish there and then tried to pass off a Wish to the Volcarona, but luckily he didn't do that, and I should be able to just safely go for the U-turn here. We will be able to force him out, if not get off a good chunk of damage, as I really want to say I can just bring in my Slowbro here and just Calm Mind. Yeah, because Volcanion really can't do anything to us if he doesn't have any boosts up. Another option would be Staraptor. We could go for the Brave Bird, but I don't think that's going to be doing enough damage to Umbreon. Hold on, let me see. No, why did I put in Slowbro? Huh? What? Okay, so we are Adamant Scarfed, and Close Combat actually does slightly more damage, but after the Wish, I don't really think it's going to be worth it. So I may just try to bring in my Slowbro here again, and then maybe we can pressure him to want to switch out. That would actually be pretty good for us, and I'm going to take this chance to go straight for the Calm Mind, because at +1, Spadef, the Volcarona has a much smaller chance of being able to knock us out and beat us 1v1. So Foul Play does 0 to us, which is really good. Now, even if he wants to bring in the Primarina here, a Psyshock is still going to be doing a lot of damage even at +2. So by forcing in his Primarina every time, we can just slowly beat him down with Psyshock. So I'm definitely going to go for that. There's no way he's going to be knocking me out with anyone. Yeah, what? That did so much damage. What? Why is that this thing is spexed. That is definitely spexed beyond all belief. Good lord. That is doing too much damage. Doing way too much damage. So this is fine. This is fine. We can eventually get up to a very high amount of HP to where Volcarona shouldn't be able to knock us out because we are at +2. I don't really care if he does get the special attack drop. It's not going to be that crucial to him, honestly, because we will be able to beat this this thing 1v1. So I kind of want to Calm Mind again, but I feel like at that point I'm just playing with my odds too much. So another Psyshock should be able to knock him out here, and if he doesn't get a crit, we should be straight. But unfortunately, he does get the second special attack drop. But honestly, it's not even that bad, really. It's really not that bad, because we're still in a pretty good scenario to where this Volcarona isn't going to be an issue to us. So in comes the Lycan Rock, and I should be able to just go for the slack off here, see what he wants to do, as he turns out to have the crunch. What? I'm getting so caught off guard by all these mons. Okay. That is actually a little bit scary. The reason why that is scary is because if he weakens me enough, then SLowbro could go down, and then he could get up a Quiver Dance with the Volcarona, depending on the prediction that he makes. So I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to switch out into my Sizzle, because we should still be able to deal with this Lycan Rock 1v1, as luckily he didn't get the defense drop there, and I should be able to just safely go for a U-turn here. I mean, even if he switches out, only Volcarona would be a problem, and I really don't want to give him that free +1. So in comes the Umbreon again. Much like earlier, I may just try and set up with my SLowbro, although I think this is where I can just bring in Staraptor and be aggressive, because even after 2 protects, he's still going to be in range of where a Brave Bird should be able to knock him out, right? Because U-turn did a pretty good amount of damage to this. Now, we are a bulky variant. No, hold on. Okay, so he's got to be running defense EVs. Okay. That could be a little bit annoying, because Brave Bird may not knock him out, and then I don't feel comfortable in locking myself in to the close combat, especially because we don't have any priority on this team. Would it be worth bringing back in the SLowbro? I may just bring back in SLowbro. What I could also do is try to bring in Superior and then go straight for a Leaf Storm. That way I get off the extra little bit of damage, and then we should put him in range of where Staraptor may be able to knock him out. So I think this is where us saving Superior is going to come in handy. So I think I've been getting sick. I apologize if I keep clearing my throat, you guys. Hopefully y'all can bear with me. But you know, I can also just miss, so that's an option as well. And now I do most likely have to bring in SLowbro and just start Calm Minding again. So that does kind of suck, because we could have got off that extra little bit of chip damage to where I'm pretty sure I could have safely brought in my Staraptor to knock him out. So he does end up bringing in the Volcarona, and I'm not going to mess around with this thing. I'm going to go straight for the Scald. This is probably the biggest threat to my team, and hopefully this will be able to knock him out, as down goes the Volcarona, and now we have a much better chance of winning this match, because there's no way that he should be able to beat SLowbro 1v1. Man, SLowbro showing his dominance, man. SLowbro is an absolute monster. As in comes the Lycan Rock, you're going to get dropped by a Scald. A Crunch will not be able to do much damage to us. As long as he doesn't get the defense drop, we should be good to go. As down goes the Lycan Rock, and I think SLowbro would have probably picked up every KO except on that Delmise. So let's go get another match. We got the next matchup, and I did not know Pyukumuku was actually in UU. So this thing could actually be a little bit annoying to deal with. It looks like he has spike stacking potentially. Scolipede. Ooh, Scolipede is going to be a huge issue. I don't want to deal with that. So looking at potential leads, I'm just going to lead off with my Reiko, honestly, because I can Volt Switch on his entire team, so it's going to be really good for us in this matchup. I will be able to keep up momentum, and then I can defog on the Blissey, I can defog on the Mimikyu, I can defog on his own Scizor as well. So he ends up leading off with the Blissey, and I'm going to go straight for the Volt Switch into my Nidoqueen to just be able to get up my own Stealth Rocks, as he most likely is going to do the same. Superior could maybe be a huge threat to him in this matchup. If we can get rid of this Scolipede and the Scizor, then SLowbro can win, but he has no real switch-ins to Staraptor, so that's going to be really good for us. As he is going to end up getting up his rocks, it's fine with me. I'm going to get up my own rocks, and even if he wants to bring in his Delmise, I do have the Ice Beam, and we are still packing the Sheer Force with Life Orb, so we're going to be hitting him up for a good amount of damage, as he's going to try to bring in the Scolipede and probably just Hazard Stack on me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to let him do this. I'm going to let him get rid of his own Scolipede to try and get up his hazards, because we should be able to prevent this thing from being too big of an issue for us. So he's going to go for the EQ, and we're going to be able to knock him out with the Ice Beam, which is really great. So as soon as I defog, there's no way he's going to be able to get up spikes again, although rocks could be a little bit annoying. They shouldn't be too big of an issue. So I was a little bit worried that he had the Endeavor there, and honestly my better play would have been to go first for the Ice Beam and then gone for the Earth Power, because if he had the Endeavor, then he would have obviously brought us down to 1%. So in comes a Tornadus. Tornadus can definitely just safely go for a Hurricane here, but as long as he doesn't turn out to be Life Orb, we shouldn't be in too bad of a scenario. And honestly, him U-turning wouldn't be a bad play either, as he turns out to have the Air Slash, and unfortunately he is Life Orb. Oh. Is that still an issue? Not really. Not really. No, yeah. So I'm going to Volt Switch here into my Scizor and just go for the defog. Now, yeah, because defogging away these this layer of spikes is going to be really good for us, and then we just force him to try and get up hazards again. So he's going to bring in the Pyukumuku, which is a-okay with me, seeing as we get rid of the spikes, which means he can no longer get them up. And we should be able to just safely go for the U-turn here, I want to say. Yeah, because there's no way that he can do anything to us. And yeah, see, defog on Scizor is not that common, so I wasn't expecting him to have it. Now, the only problem here is that he could try and go for the Baton Pass. Do these even carry an offensive move? Because I don't know. I really don't know. But either way, Reiko should be a pretty safe switch in. What? Holy crap! What? I was not expecting him to counter. What? The man's caught me completely off guard. So I want to say this is probably my best chance to bring in Staraptor at this point and just bop this with the close combat. We are, again, Adamant Nature. So, actually, no, we can definitely just go for the Brave Bird. Holy crap. I'm just going to Brave Bird. Like, he has no switch-ins except for maybe this Pyukumuku. Ooh, that could actually maybe be an issue. Oh, that could actually maybe be a problem. I don't know. Either way, by bringing in Staraptor, we force them to not want to potentially stay in. So I'm going to go for the close combat. So he's got Protect, Wish, Stealth Rocks. And there is a good chance he's going to switch out here into the Delmise or the Tornadus. So I kind of want to pull a double of my own. It really sucks that Reiko got hit with that counter, because we're really weak at this moment. Yeah, that Tornadus is going to be a huge problem now. I was not expecting him to counter. I really was not expecting him to counter. But the good thing about this is that I can maybe get up a substitute on the Pyukumuku, and then if Superior is behind a sub, we can kind of pressure that Tornadus, and then we can go from there. So I'm a little bit worried that he may have the Hurricane. Not the Hurricane, but that he may... What?! I don't understand why he made that play. I could have knocked you out with the close combat. This man's insane. This man is insane. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that play at all. I really don't agree with that play at all. So I'm going to try and Side Shock here. get off some damage on whatever he decides to bring in, as he brings in the Pyukumuku, does literally 0. And he may try to just go for the Toxic or the Scald here, and we should be able to just bring in Nidoqueen and get up Stealth Rock. So he has Toxic, Counter, maybe Baton Pass? That would make sense, I think. As in comes the Tornadus. Yeah, this Tornadus is a huge issue, but I can still be aggressive with my Staraptor. So I may just sack off Nidoqueen here. Yes, he does have Rapid Spin on the Dhelmise, more than likely. But I don't see Nidoqueen doing much else in this matchup. So we're going to get knocked out by the knockoff. So he's got knockoff, Air Slash, U-turn most likely. And then his last move is probably Superpower or Heat Wave. So we have to find out what that final move is. And then we can deal with this Tornadus a little bit easier. So I should be able to just safely go for the Brave Bird here. Not even the Scizor should be switching into this, as this should be a clean to a KO. And no, we do get a crit! And down it goes, but this is actually a little bit bad. This is actually a little bit bad. This is actually a little bit bad now. As in comes a Scizor. Oh, this is not looking good for us. And he doesn't go for the Bullet Punch. Okay, maybe he went for the Roost? No, he went for the U-turn. So that's a little bit better for us, because there's a chance that he may not even be not banded. Could he be banded? He may be choiced. I could make a bit of a risky switch into Raikou here. At the same time, though, I can also just bring in my Scizor. And I shouldn't be winning a speed tie against this, because he should be running some speed if he is a choice banded set. I can also bring in Superior, but the downside to bringing in Superior is that he just brings in the Tornadus. I may have to bring in Raikou here as much as I don't want to. If I can get up just one Calm Mind, then I want to say we can win with Slowbro. I really want to say we can win with Slowbro. So he's going to switch out into the Dhelmise. And this is a little bit bad, but Shadow Ball should still be doing a lot of damage to him, as we are going to be able to 2 KO him if he didn't knock us out there, but he did. And now Scizor again shouldn't be too bad of a switch in here, because we should be able to just safely go for the U-turn and then go from there, as he's going to bring the Pyukumuku, and this is really good. This is actually really good, because now I can bring in not Staraptor, but I can bring in Superior, and I should be able to get up a Substitute. Yeah, because there's no way he should be able to do anything to me. And then if I can get the +2 off on this Tornadus, then we could have maybe beat him 1v1. That counter is what really messed me up, because Tornadus just proved to be a bigger problem than it probably should have been. So unfortunately, there's really nothing that I can do here, unless I'm able to Calm Mind with Slowbro potentially. Leaf Storm is still going to be doing a bit more damage, as he actually goes for the taunt. What? Was he thinking that we would go for Leech Seed maybe? I'm guessing he thought that we would go for Leech Seed. So I'm just going to Leaf Storm again, just try to get off as much damage on this thing as I possibly can. And he just barely lives! No! Oh, no. Okay. Hold on, he may try to switch in the Scizor here. His best move is to honestly just switch out. That is definitely his best move to do. So he's going to bring in the Dhelmise. We're going to be able to drop that with the Hidden Power Fire, which is really good. That's really good. Our taunt is gone, and he just left! What? Did he think that he wouldn't knock us out with Air Slash? Hold on. I'm not going to get another match just yet, because he may come back. I'm not going to get another match just yet. Hold on. Alright, so he is back here, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, the threat is back. Pyukumuku is still a giant issue. It is still a giant issue. I could try to save William here, and I'm going to switch into my Scizor. See what he wants to do, as he does go for the Air Slash, doing a really solid chunk of damage to us. And I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch, as he's going to make the safe switch out to Pyukumuku. That's fine with me, and I should be able to just roost up here. So I still need to find out if that Tornadus has the Heat Wave or not, as he's going to go for the Baton Pass. He's going to bring back in the Tornadus, so maybe he does have the Heat Wave, but my best play is still to just Bullet Punch. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and defog here. So he's got Baton Pass, Toxic, and Counter. I still don't know what his last move is. It can't be Scald, because he would have gone for Scald by now, I'm pretty sure. So maybe he doesn't have the Heat Wave on Pyukumuku. I mean, on the Tornadus. Maybe he doesn't. So this is still going to be a bit of a tough matchup for us. So I'm just going to Bullet Punch here. See what he wants to do. So I'm dying pretty much. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. What can I afford to get Toxic? Probably my Slowbro at this point. Honestly, Slowbro is probably the one mon that's not going to be doing much in this matchup, as he's going to go for the counter there, and now he can safely go for the Toxic, as I'm just going to try and spam Scald here to hopefully get off a burn, as likely we do get a burn. So now it is going to be a little bit easier to beat this thing, seeing as we do nullify his lefties there. So I'm a little bit worried that he's going to try and Baton Pass into the Scizor here. So I think what I'm going to do is switch into my own Scizor, as he does go for the Baton Pass. So this is really good, because now, again, I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have the Heat Wave on Tornadus. As he does decide to bring it in here, I'm going to go straight for the Bullet Punch to try and weaken him, as that does do a nice bit of damage. Unfortunately, he does end up going for the knockoff there. And this is where I really do not expect him to go for the Air Slash. Like, him going for Air Slash right here loses him the match. That is why I really want to U-turn. Yeah, because he can't afford to Air Slash. If you Air Slash here, I'm going to be so upset. What do you switch out? I mean, even if he brings in the Pyukumuku, does it really matter? It's really not that big of a problem. Yeah, because then I can just Roost and then U-turn. I'm still going to Bullet Punch. Yeah. See, I should have gone for the U-turn. If I had gone for the U-turn there, we would have been able to gain a good amount of momentum. And now I should be able to just Roost back up to max HP, see what he wants to do, as he's going to try and go for the Toxic again. And honestly, I can't just stay in here and constantly go for the Bullet Punch, because we are going to be able to beat him down eventually. Hold on, what's 74 divided by 8? It's only going to take 9 Bullet Punches to beat him. It's going to take 9 Bullet Punches to knock out this Pyukumuku. Because with him not having the Heat Wave on Tornadus, he can't beat my Scizor 1v1. He can't beat Scizor 1v1. So he's going to try and probably just counter me to death here, as I could just switch into my Slowbro. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually go for the Roost. This way we have a better chance to take 2 hits from this Tornadus, as he's What? Recover, counter, Toxic, and what was the last move? Baton Pass. So that's his set, which is actually really, really annoying. Yeah, because I really don't want to risk him going for Toxic, as he does go for the Baton Pass. This is actually a little bit bad, because he can bring in the Scizor now. It's a good thing I did not hard switch into Superior like I was originally thinking. So if he brings in the Tornadus, he risks us potentially burning him. But if he brings in the Scizor, then he could maybe go for the banded U-turn, which is going to really, really hurt. This is going to be a bit of a lengthy match, guys, but I'm not looking to lose, man. I'm not looking to lose. So we should still be able to win this outcome 1v1. Yeah, we can still win this 1v1, I want to say. As he's debating on what to do. Maybe he's running a calc to see how much damage U-turn will do. Actually, yeah, now I'm interested to know how much we're going to take from a possible banded U-turn. I have seen banded Scizor in UU, so we're going to be taking a lot of damage here. We're going to be taking a lot of damage here. But it's still better for me to just go for the Scald. Yeah, as he does turn out to be banded. Okay, so a bit of a misplay there on my part. I could have just stayed in with Scizor against the Pyukumuku, I could have definitely just stayed in against it, as I should be able to just skull whatever he wants to bring in. If he brings in the Pyukumuku, then I should be able to maybe go for the recover, the slack off, I mean. Oh, that Tornadus is a problem, man. As well as his Pyukumuku. Scizor and Superior are definitely our ways of winning this match. This is where if I was able to keep up rocks, it would have come in handy. And if I had predicted the Dhelmise switch in, I could have gone straight for the Shadow Ball. That probably would have been my better play to do. As he does end up bringing in the Pyukumuku, which is a little bit annoying, but really isn't that big of an issue, as I will be able to switch out here back into my Scizor, see what he wants to do, as he does try to go for the Baton Pass. Now, again, Tornadus can just come in here, but I should be able to just safely Bullet Punch him, and then we can go from there. There's a chance we get a crit, which is really good. That's actually really good for us, because that just makes this thing that much easier for us to beat. And now I'm going to take this chance to go for the U-turn. This is what I should have done earlier, which is a reason why this match got dragged out a little bit more. So that Bullet Punch was pretty lucky in our favor. That was really lucky in our favor. And I still think Superior can really come in handy. Like, if I had Leech Seed on Superior, then we would be able to beat him easier 1v1. So now I should be able to just safely go for a Leaf Storm here. Yeah, this is where I was going for Leech Seed. Would have actually really come in handy. If I substitute, he gets a free recover, but I really feel like he's not going to risk staying in. So if I go for sub, I can bait him to Air Slash with the Tornadus, and then we can go for Leaf Storm to weaken him. So yeah, I'm going to sub here, as he actually brings in the Scizor, and we should be able to just knock him out with the Hidden Power Fire. If he breaks our sub, that is going to be a little bit annoying, but by him losing the Scizor, then he has no real answer to our Slowbro anymore. So Slowbro has just become that much more of a problem for him in this game. I don't think I can risk sacking off my Superior here. Can I? I may... I know I said Slowbro would come in handy, but I may have to sack off Slowbro here. I may have to sack off the Slowbro. As he's going to go for the Air Slash, he just drops us, and now we get a free switch into our Scizor. And I really want a Bullet Punch here. I really want a Bullet Punch here. Oh, I really want a Bullet Punch here. I really want a Bullet Punch. Is it worth it, though? Is it worth it? Because I don't think he can risk switching into the Pyukumuku. I don't think he can risk bringing in Pyukumuku on us potentially U-turning. This is a huge 50-50. This is a huge 50-50, I think. Yeah, because even if he brings in the Pyukumuku, I can just go for the Roost. Or U-turn into Superior again. I have to Bullet Punch, I think. I have to Bullet Punch. And then... yeah, because he could just bring in Pyukumuku. Oh, I don't know if I should U-turn. Because if I U-turn as he Air Slashes, then we're not going to knock him out. And then I bring in Superior, and then he just Air Slashes, and he weakens me even more as I switch back in. And then at that point, he gets the free switch into the Pyukumuku still. So, I really want to say going for the Bullet Punch here is probably my better play. Oh, as he brings in the Pyukumuku on the Bullet Punch, we are unfortunately not going to be able to do much damage to him. This is probably my best chance to try and U-turn into Superior again. As he does actually Toxic. Okay, that's not bad. That's honestly not bad. Yeah, that's not bad for us at all. That's actually not bad for us at all. Should I substitute here? Should I go for the sub? If I substitute, even if he brings in the Tornadus, it's not that bad. And then we rack up an extra Life Orb recoil on him. So I'm going to try and sub here. As he does end up bringing in the Tornadus. And I almost want to substitute again, just to weaken him a little bit more with the Life Orb. And then we can go from there. Okay. Well, Leaf Storming here is probably my better move now, as he's going to try to bring in the Tornadus, and we're going to get off a solid chunk of damage. Unfortunately, we are getting a little bit weakened at this point, but another Leaf Storm is still probably my better play to do, as he is going to be in range of where a Bullet Punch could maybe knock him out, depending on rolls. Depending on rolls. And did he not have Inner Doubt? Or does that only work with like physical contact moves? I don't think that's how it works. I don't know, but we have a chance to win. We have a chance to win. We can win with 2 Bullet Punches, I think. I really want to say we can win with 2 Bullet Punches. So I have the Bullet Punch here. As long as he doesn't crit me, ladies and gentlemen, we should be able to win this. Oh, this match was so back and forth, man. Oh, I want to say we can win with 2 Bullet Punches. So that's 1! Don't flinch me! Don't crit me! And we win! We are able to pull out this victory. Good game. Holy crap. That was such a good battle. Whoa, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had a good game like that I've been able to live record on a PS Live. I know that was 56 turns, guys, but that was a really good game. That was a really, really good back and forth matchup. So I think that's going to be the end of the live, guys. We're almost reaching up 50 minutes. Hopefully y'all did enjoy this. Make sure to hit the like button down below. If anything, it's for that last battle, man. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. Woo. So, hopefully y'all did enjoy the live. Make sure to answer the question of the day, which should be on your screen. If you would like to use this team, a link to a paste bin will be down in the description, so you guys can go check that team out and then use it for yourself on the ladder. So, thank you all for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in the knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.